Welcome to Basic Sailing on the Bayfield 25. This is going to be a series just on boat ownership, maintenance, everything that could come up with sailing this little Bayfield. Enjoy. Okay, here we are. This is the rainy day, but the day of haul out. The sails are down. We are in the inner harbor. They're going to bring over the lift here. They're going to haul this boat out, spray the bottom, clean it up, put us on our cradle, and move us over to the corner where we will start winterizing the bow. Oh, that Bayfield's looking kind of small there on the lift. Maybe I need a bigger one in the future. What do you think? Hey, let's take a look here. Algae buildup's not bad at all. Looking good. Okay, now for the final lineup on the brand new 6-pad cradle. It's looking good. I think they've got it perfect. So they've lifted it up. It's on the cradle now, but they finished pressure washing it. But there's a lot of the blue undercoat came off. So I'm going to have to check that out, see if I'm going to have to paint it in the spring. They're going to move it over to its spot in a few minutes, and it's going to be there for the winter, and we're going to have to take care of it. Okay, so the Bayfield 25, it weighs 3,500 pounds, and that keel there, that weighs 1,300 pounds. So boats these size, they move it around with a forklift in the yard, which does quite well. Oh, here we are. The boat's in this spot for the winter, and we're just going to start preparing it and closing it up. Lots of work to do yet. So we got most of the tubing built, the framing to put the tarps on. So it's just basically water pipe. We bend it, we put it down to the tow rail, put it over the boom, put it over to that piece of wood I made in the front. And that is going to be all secure for the winter. Once the tarps are on, it can actually get in. The advantage of having a tow rail, I tie wrapped all those tubes to here, every one. So this needs one or two more, maybe one in here, and the front is here, and then we're going to tarp it. And that should be good for the winter. Okay, so we've measured the next piece, and I'm just going to have to cut an end off because it was a bit too long, so I'm going to cut off the end. And then we have a hole on this side to put the zip tie in, and then I'll cut a hole on this side, and it's all set to go. Beautiful. Okay, it's in the hole here. Bring it to the I'm just gonna put that loose for now. Some adjustment. Okay. Hey, we're just going to show you what we needed to tarp up the boat. Well, of course, first of all, we got to get tarp. We needed 3 pieces for our 25-foot boat. So that's works perfect. The line here, so we can put it to the tarp clips to the line to our frame. That held it down. The tuck tape. This is the best tape you can use to tape your tarps together. It holds all winter. Then the tie wraps, well, that was just to tie the tubing around the boat at places. Scissors or the X-Acto knife to cut your tape. A pair of gloves just in case. Okay, so you don't make boo-boos on your finger.
What? You okay? Oh my goodness, all bloody?
That screen back there. Almost lost a finger. That was pretty close. Right to the bone. Using my drill bit, I brought it too close. It grabbed the mitt, pulled it in here and cut that right to the bone. Bled terribly. Just kept bleeding and bleeding. Anyway, that's the reason for a first aid kit. Always have your first aid kit, always on board. You never know when you need it. Anyways, it certainly came in handy this time. Okay, so we've started the tarping. Piece 1, we're probably going to do it in 3 or 4 pieces. The front is almost done, it's secured to the ribs. And I'm just going to tape it down in a few more spots, and that should be good. Alright, well the front tarp is pretty easy. Basically just cutting a slit to go around the forestay and securing it down. The second tarp, well, a little more complicated because you have to cut a slit around the mast and you have to cut a slit around the 2 shrouds. But once you get it lined up in place, you get a nice straight cut, that works perfect. Okay, once we had the centerpiece in place, I made a cone to go around the mast and just thought that would be better to make sure no rain got into the boat.
Hey, Nelson, throw some tape over here.
I'm using the tape here on my Catalina.
Hey, play nice, and I'll get you guys a coffee.
And then the third tarp, well, that was the easiest because basically just one slit at the back for the backstay. And once that's done, you square it all up, you started taping it down. Okay, the tarp is all in place. Now the only thing to do now is to make sure the seams are all taped up really good. And then we have to shape the front and secure it up. And then the back, well, we made that so we have an opening so we can get in there during the winter to check it out. And the side of the boat, I think it's more like Frankenstein's baby. Tarp clips. This is what's holding this tarp down. Just put it on there. That stays on all winter. And then we're just gonna take our line. I had a little loop on this. Bring the line through. And then that's just going to go down to here. And we got ourselves another loop. Perfect. Okay, that's a wrap.